Would you believe me if I told you that I got all of this for free? That's right, over $800 worth of free merch, full-size products for free. I didn't have to spend a dime, give anyone my credit card. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Puff and I am a now 35-year-old stay-at-home mom on my road to financial freedom, mainly through the online platforms like TikTok, YouTube, digital marketing, and all of that good stuff. I'm currently fully focusing on TikTok right now because that's the most exciting. I've seen the most success and the most growth from there. So let's talk a little bit more about TikTok and how I got all of those free samples. In this video, you'll learn how I worked with brands that work with smaller influencers, that means under 5,000 followers, as well as my strategies and tips that I have for you, what worked for me and what didn't, and how to avoid scams. So let's jump in. First things first, I just want to set some expectations for you. Free doesn't mean that it's going to come fast. Free also means that companies can reject you. I just want you to be aware that there are scammers out there. So if anybody is asking for your credit card number or even for you to pay shipping, that's a scam. Run fast. Okay, so let's jump into how I got free samples. If you've been following along my journey here on YouTube, you know that I've been trying to grow on TikTok, and I finally got to 5,000 followers back in June 14th, right before we went on vacation. And I was so excited. There was like a relief and a pressure released, just because then I wasn't limited to that 5 videos per week, and now I can just post unlimited number of videos, as many as I want. That is the first thing that I would recommend for you. If you do not have 5,000 followers on TikTok, get there. The one thing I would say to not do is buy followers. That is not authentic, and in the long run, it could hurt you. For me, what I did was the follow for follow party. I think you can probably search in TikTok like the trend follow for follow. You essentially comment on the person's picture or video or whatever. They will comment back, and then whoever else comments under you or likes your post, your comment, you follow them back, and it's kind of like a follow train. Now, I personally haven't done that. I've heard it works. What I have done though is I've joined follow for follow party lives. So TikTok has this thing that's called a live. If you're not familiar with it, I feel like maybe everybody's familiar with it. I tend to stay away from lives, but I just got into it recently because of this. Go into somebody's room, a host who's talking straight to the camera in live time, in real time. They are just encouraging you to engage with their live. Now, there's a few that actually are called engagement lives, and you jump in, you follow the person and they follow you back, or whoever follows you, you follow them back. Usually I'll tag a few people and say, hey, I got you, or hi, how's it going? I'll make a comment, try to be engaging, and then at the end of the live, or when I jump off the live, I'll go back and follow everybody who has followed me within that live. And that's how I grew to 5,000 followers quickly. Now, on the other hand, if you have charisma, if your videos popped off, you get followers from that, then that is awesome for you. That was not my story, and that didn't happen to me. But if it did to you, then good on you, and you are at 5,000 followers. Hey, this is Pav coming at you live after the edits, and I just wanted to pop in and drop in a couple more tips and things that I missed because I was a little flustered with my baby waking up. Another tip on how to gain followers quickly is to do the trends. You know, the cringy, cheesy trends that just go on and you just play music over a B-roll clip or something. Take that, spin it into your own thing, and post it. I actually went viral off of one of those trends and gained about like 1,500 followers within 3 days, so that was really cool. Do the trends, see if they work, and if they do work, you don't have to keep it up. Like after you get to the 5,000 followers, you can private that video, only you can see it, and it's done, and you're at 5,000 followers. The next thing that I did to get free samples was that I stayed consistent. I did post at least 3 videos a day. I've bumped it up now to 5 videos a day, and I do post every single day. I have not missed a day. Yesterday I only posted 2 videos, but it's been a little busy and I've been catching up. I've been batch recording and then having like at least a pool of 30 to 40 videos to choose from to upload for my videos for the week. So that's how I've been making it work for me. You have to stay consistent. You have to post so that the TikTok algorithm knows that you are serious and that you are wanting in this game. And then of course, do all the things that the creators say. Have good lighting. I got a window right here. I just bought myself a little light right here. It is super bright. I've been brainstorming different ways of how I can up my content creation, and filming at night while my son is asleep is one of the ways. I can't just do 2-hour naps anymore. It seems like it's taken a little bit more time to make as many videos as I want, especially as we're going into Q4 with all the seasonal deals and the holidays and all that coming up. I just want to be ready for that. I'm gonna try and bump up my content creation for a little bit, which is why I got that night lighting. Make sure that your hooks are on point, your call to action, like the orange card link here, click on it, whatever your call to action is, make sure that's there. And then of course, be authentic in your tone, whatever you're selling, whatever you're talking about, connecting with the viewer. Your voice and your tone is like you're speaking to your bestie, not reading off a script. Whoever watches your video will actually stop and be interested in listening. So let's jump into the fun stuff. I'm gonna tell you what I actually received as a small creator. My very first sample was actually a product that went viral. It wasn't like a dud, it was actually a product that I am still currently using, and I would recommend to anybody, in real life. Not just on camera. I was so excited for it because it was a 4.5 star product. It's a big company, and so let me show you what I got. This was my very first ever sample. It is the Go Pure Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. It's a 4.5 star rating on TikTok. Over 500,000 units sold and like over 35,000 reviews, like good reviews. I was so excited for it. If you're a small creator, that means like under 5,000 followers, and you would like to promote this, highly recommend going to Go Pure. They also sent me their Sculpt and Tone arm cream. So like I got 2 of these from Go Pure. So they work with smaller brands, which I'm so excited for. So really good beauty products. As I mentioned before in my previous videos, I want to work with brands that will actually get me a higher commission. So this is $40, but I get like $7 or $8 commission. So that's really good. If somebody buys this from me, I get a pretty good deal from them. Find products that will get you higher commission and accept products that have higher ratings that you could get people to buy. I'll try and show you everything that I got. Let me bring you my box. This is really cool. These candles are going viral right now on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen them. It comes in an 18 pack and it comes with a wand. So you just click the wand and the candles will turn on and off. Labor intensive, as you can see. You have to like put fish string in every single candle, and every single candle and the wand needs a AAA battery. Very labor intensive, but also very fun. And if it's going viral, I want to be part of the wave. And then this is the one that I'm the most excited about. I got Medicube's Glass Skin Bundle. This whole box is worth over $200. I got it for free. That is so exciting. Like, I don't know if you follow or not, but the pore packs are viral on TikTok. They're everywhere. I see so many videos of this. So I'm just very excited for all of these products that I've gotten. I've gotten a lot of beauty and skincare, lip liners, Belief stuff. This one is also pretty viral. New Organics eyelash serum. Some more samples that I completely missed because they were all over my house while I was recording this earlier. I actually got these lights that were for free. They're the industrial lights, they're touch. They're super cool. The views that I got in those videos were actually pretty high, like close to 700-800 views. Not viral, but more than my 200 to 300 view jail that I've been stuck in. They're sitting in our bedroom on our nightstands now. I also got these colors by Kitsch, I think is how you pronounce it. Lots and lots of beauty products, a couple home decor things. I got this Sheila Jeep by Better Alt, and I had actually never heard of Sheila Jeep before this year. That was completely new to me. My son had struggled with eczema since he was 3 months old, and since our visit to Colorado, he like just grew patches of eczema all over his skin. Over Christmas we went, and this one particular visit, it just like started right here on his cheek and like spread up his face. My parents were super worried about it. They had gone to the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, gotten this rock called Sheila Jeep, and they, brought it down and they had shaved it up and everything and like made it into whatever consumable version that they had, which was like a liquid. Like, here, try this on his skin. So I pretty much like put this cat pee smelling black stuff on my son's skin, and it like completely helped his skin overnight. I wouldn't say heal completely, but like the the redness was gone. He wasn't scratching anymore. Of course, you can still see the patch a little bit. It was like a miracle worker. When I saw that TikTok had it lab tested and for sale, I was like, yes, let me request that. And I surprisingly got approved for a sample of 2 actually. So they sent me a pack of 2 and then I started promoting it. So that was really fun. A really neat story with Better All Sheila G. I just got approved for a board game and actually just arrived today, so that's really fun. It's called Words Are Hard, so I'm really excited for that. I do want to go more in the direction of toys and games, home decor, kind of like branching off a little bit from fashion, just because fashion is so niche. There's a particular way that you have to sell fashion. Also, if somebody doesn't have my body type, then they're not gonna buy from me. Like, I am the walking advertisement for the fashion products. I just want to be a little bit more mindful of things that people actually need and buy, so that's why I moved a little bit more over into the home decor, the lifestyle things. People are always looking for housewarming gifts or home decor or lamps. Like, those things are going to be evergreen for me, and I want to keep it like that so that I'm not fully relying on seasonal changes with fashion that come, clothes that may or may not fit. I don't want to limit myself to a box, so I go a little bit bigger with my product selection. I also got this rug for our bathroom. It's by Montvu. I think their bigger rugs have gone viral, and so this one in particular was like $9, and I got it with a sample coupon. The rug in total was $20, and I used a $10 sample coupon on it, and I'm paying like $9 or $10 for it. It's now sitting in our bathroom, but that was really cool because I used a sample coupon. It counted as a sample, so I did have to make a video for it within the 14 days that is required. From what I can tell, sample coupons are kind of like random. A lot of bigger creators don't use the sample coupons. With a sample coupon, you can only use it with a particular list of items. Like, once you click the sample coupon, TikTok will bring you into a shop view of all the things that you can use the coupon on. If what you're wanting is not in that view, then you can't really use a sample coupon. That's why a lot of big creators don't do it, because they want better products with higher rating. It was my first time ever using sample coupon, and I thought it did well. I actually made a sale from it. That was really neat. Here are just like 2 or 3 more things that I just got approved for. They are on their way here, showing that they're in transit. Now that I'm at 5,000 followers, the samples seem to just come in. Collab invites are just seeming to roll in a lot more frequently, in a lot more better quality. I'm really excited to see where this journey goes. Sometimes I still can't believe that this is my life, that I get to just have products sent to my door and I make a video about it and I get to keep it. I've gotten a lot of good stuff, and that I calculated is over $800 worth of merchandise. That is just mind-blowing to me, because me as a small creator with low GMV, how did I even get that? I mean, it's a mental block, right? It's a mental block. You have to get over the mental block, shoot your shot, and just go for it and see who takes a bite. There's a few tips to maximize your freebies. The biggest one is to have your email listed in your bio. Make sure it's there so that brands can reach out. First sample was actually these swimsuits, and I got them because the company actually reached out to me via email. So this didn't even go through TikTok. This went directly to my email, and I got a free sample sent to me. The next thing to maximize your samples is to make multiple videos. Don't just make one. I try to at least make 3 videos right off the bat. If it's a beauty product, I'll make another video maybe a week or 2 weeks later so that I get the pressure off of not making a sample in time. I'll post one immediately, and then I will post the other 2 like throughout the week. Another tip is to not be late on your sample. I've actually created a basket system. I have a basket, and whenever samples come in, I will put all my samples there, and then Monday is when I do my batch recording. I will go through all my samples and create a video, create 2 videos, create 3 videos for those samples, and then start posting them. And that's how I go through all my products. I haven't been late for a product yet, for a sample yet. The only ones I haven't reached my timing for are the refundable samples, and I went on a tangent in one of my previous videos about refundable samples. Basically, with a refundable sample, you have about 90 to 120 days to make sales on it, to generate sales. Once you generate however many sales they're asking for, like 1 or 3 sales, they get you your refund back. And I haven't I haven't reached that yet. So I have 2 products that are sitting almost there. They have like maybe 1 or 2 more sales left that I have to do. Once I get those in, hopefully I'll get the refund. Hopefully I'll make it in time, but we'll see. I'm not very hopeful. Another tip to get samples in your TikTok, you know, when you request samples and it's just sitting there, you're waiting for them. I give it like maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I go in and actually DM the seller and I say, I'm this type of creator, I'm interested in your product, I would love to create a video for it, would you be willing to send me a free sample? And then I send it off to them with the link to their product. Sometimes I hear back, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they do send me stuff, and sometimes it's just a ghost city. It never hurts to like shoot your shot, make sure you get into people's DMs, make sure that you are communicating with them. If that's going to get you a free sample, then a free sample is a free sample. Lastly, use a spreadsheet. I do have a spreadsheet that I am tracking everything. So as you can see here, all the yellow are my free samples that I've received. I like to track how much it actually cost. I like to track how much commission I would make from it. Spreadsheet helps me keep organized. You use a spreadsheet however you want. You can track when your sample is coming, you can track how much you're gonna make from it, commission, you can track the price of it, but I think it just helps you keep a little bit organized. So what to watch out for when you are requesting free samples. The great thing is TikTok makes it easy. Besides the swimsuit, I haven't actually gotten email samples yet. I did reach out today to a couple of brands that I want to work with and see if they'll send me some merch from their company. So we'll see how that goes. TikTok, they make it easy. When a collab invite comes in, you can choose to accept it or ignore the request. So I want to choose products that are 4.2 or above with some sales. It doesn't have to be very many sales, but at least if the product has a high rating, I know that my rating on TikTok will stay high. That's why I'm pretty particular on my product selection, because you want to keep your rating high on TikTok. You can go in and request your own samples on TikTok. Like you go to the product marketplace and request your own samples. My baby just woke up, so I gotta go get him soon. You can go to the product marketplace and request samples directly from people. You could also wait to see what the collab invite will look like so that you don't use up your free sample slot. If they invite you into a collaboration, that's on them, and that doesn't count into your free sample selection. Just like exclamation point on that. If you do receive emails, make sure that the email is from the brand. So it should say so-and-so at brand.com. The swimsuit, it was Luna at bmjelly or whatever.com. Make sure that that is what it says so that you get the official company and not some scammer trying to scam you out of your money. Don't pay for anything, especially shipping. If they're like, oh, we give you this product for free, but you gotta pay $13 in shipping, don't do it. Run fast, because you should not be paying anything for free samples. They are sending it to you so that you can create a video for them. At the end here, my last pop-in for this video, I just want to emphasize the importance of product selection. I mentioned in my previous video again that I had purchased this course by Alicia. Her handle is Chaos on the Coast. In her course, she also gave a coupon for a one-on-one audit. I actually did do this one-on-one audit with her. I think I might make a separate video on my experience with it and talk a little bit more about it, so that could be a little bit more focused. Basically, the overall like conclusion or summary of our call was that I needed to work on product selection. She kind of reviewed the first few videos. I have over like 250 shoppable videos posted on my TikTok right now. I know, because every time I post, I add it to my collection of TikTok shop videos. I had a wide variety for her to look through, but at the time I was only doing fashion. I posted 5 videos of 5 different outfits every single day. There were maybe a couple sporadic things that I threw in. Our sensory table that I used with my son, the Nello Super Calm drink. For the most part, I was heavy on the fashion. When I talked with her, with Alicia, she was like, yeah, your energy is there, your tone is there, you're enthusiastic. She's like, some of my friends who are on TikTok shop shop, they actually are still shy to show their face. For the fact that I am standing in front of a camera, just being like 3 months in, like never even thinking about picking up TikTok ever, that was like a huge deal. That was a huge compliment from her. Hearing that, yes, my enthusiasm is there and I'm going down the right direction, the right path, but my product selection like stank. It was not good. I had told her that I had a couple friends on TikTok who we started around the same time. Like one of them in particular is actually doing very well. I was like low-key jealous because I'm like, why is she doing well and why am I not doing well? Like, why are her videos going viral? Why is she making consistent income? And my videos, I feel like, have the same enthusiasm as hers does, the same tonality, but I am stuck in like the 400, 500 view. I'm getting like 1 to 2 sales every week and not like every day like she is. I just wanted to know if the problem was me. And good answer, not me, but my product selection. When you go in to select your samples, when you go in to accept collaboration invites, like I said, make sure they have high ratings, like 4.2 or above. If you recognize the brand, that's even better. If you don't want to accept anything yet, whatever pops up in your invite, just go search them up on TikTok and see if there's any videos on it. See what the top performing videos on that product is, so that you at least know, okay, this is a trending product. People are actually gonna buy this product and this will reflect nicely on my own TikTok shop. If you're like me, if you have the enthusiasm, if you bring your A game to TikTok, show up every day, be consistent, but your product selection stinks, you're not gonna make sales. The Nello Super Calm actually made a sale for me. The carpet, that rug, made a sale for me. I started selling this mirror. I got 2 sales off of that, so that's really exciting. When I moved away from fashion, I started seeing a little bit more consistency. I would love to see more. I actually know that, oh yeah, okay, I can make a couple sales. In terms of staying with fashion, I am keeping the products that have made me sales in the past, keeping those evergreen, and I'm making consistent videos on those because I know that those are selling for me and I actually really like them. Moving forward, I am also putting in a couple seasonal like things like sweaters and, you know, jeans and stuff like that. For the most part, I'm gonna try to find variety evergreen products for my product selection. Just keep that in mind as you select your products to promote, because I think that will help you infinitely more when you're trying to make consistent sales. Another word on product selection too is, as we're moving into Q4, if you go and look at my TikTok, I'm actually promoting Christmas items. And I know July is a little early to even think about Halloween and Christmas, and I know when I walk into the store and I'm like, what the heck? Back to school isn't even here yet. Why are there Halloween things out on the shelves? It's because marketing, right? It's just they're getting ahead of the times. People are like now buying Halloween things and Christmas things. I actually bought a Christmas tree over the Deals for You Day campaign that TikTok was running in July. I started promoting it and my videos have some of the highest views right now, like 1,300 views. So I can only expect that as we're moving closer and closer to Christmas, those videos are just gonna continue to pop off and maybe, hopefully, I don't know, go viral. That would be really nice. Think of things 3 or 4 weeks ahead of time. What's really cool about Alicia, her course that I bought from her, this is probably the most useful thing that I have found in her course, is she has the calendar in her course, and every month she goes in and tells you what actually is going to be trending and things that you should be promoting that month. I looked at July and it was like, promote outdoor speakers, promote outdoor patio furniture, promote barbecue items, because people are going to be in the summer. So I think I might actually have to look at July like a month early, maybe even like 2 months early. You can get ahead of the game. Right now, I'm not promoting a lot of Halloween stuff. I don't really decorate for fall. Fall is actually my favorite season. We don't really decorate for Halloween. So like the ghosts, the black cats, the witches, all the scary stuff, we don't really decorate for that, you know, just personal preference. Most I've decorated for fall, pretty much Halloween, I guess, is putting out cute pumpkins, like fall garland. I only have 1 box of things for fall decorations and like 5 boxes for Christmas. I decided to skip over a little bit the Halloween, the fall stuff, and gone straight for Christmas. I started promoting a Christmas tree, started promoting Christmas platter, Christmas shoes. I might even pull out my Christmas boxes and promote some of the things that I have because I found them on the TikTok shop and I already own them. Again, in terms of product selection, think 3 to 4 weeks ahead of the game. You want your video to actually be in the algorithm before that season starts. Alicia, her course for December, she'll say start promoting supplements because people are on a health journey, planners or New Year's resolution type stuff because people are like ready to get healthy, they're ready to set new goals and get going. Yeah, it's just really nice to have that in my pocket to say, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be promoting this month, and so I can look at it and say these are the things I need to focus on because these are the things that sell. So that's it for product selection. Let's jump back into the video. That's all I got on free samples. If anything else comes up, I'm like trying to go through it fast because my son woke up a little bit earlier. If there's anything else that comes up, I'll tag it on at the end here, but let me know in the comments what free samples you've gotten, what brands have worked with you, especially if you're a smaller creator, smaller influencer, around 5,000 followers. What has been the most exciting sample that you've gotten? Share below in the comments. I would love to hear. If you would like to stick around, subscribe in the button down there and I'll share more about how I'm doing with sales, updates on just my GMV. Follow me on TikTok if you're not already. My handle is at minimally_pof. I also started another second account at minimally_pof talks. Kind of am talking about tips and tricks that have helped me, similar to what I'm doing here on YouTube, but this is more longer form. Hope to see you there. If you do follow me from YouTube, drop me a message or a note or a comment or something so I know that you came from YouTube, because I would love to follow you back and give you some love on your page too. I'm so excited you're here and I will talk to you later. Bye.